I assume it's not one at a time either, right? Together, they replied, "What would be the fun in that?" With that, they attacked. Angel led the way and circled away from her twin as she stalked forward. Cara responded with her own evasive circle to increase the distance from her darker opponent and put his sibling in white between them. Angel was suddenly in range, her advance so fast it failed to register, and she swung a fist. The agent jerked her head to the side, and the blow narrowly missed her left ear, and she replied with a two-punch combination to the woman's sternum. Both strikes connected, but the layers of belts and armor prevented damage to anything other than her knuckles. I wish I'd imagined myself some gloves. She barely ducked aside to avoid the spinning back fist that slashed diagonally at her face. Immediately, she countered with a leg sweep, but Angel skipped over it with ease. Midway through the motion, Cara caught a flash of black in her peripheral vision and flung herself aside, and rolled as soon as she landed. Demon's first kick missed, but the next one struck her in the back and propelled her into a faster roll. She used the momentum to leap to her feet in time to catch his follow-up axe kick on crossed forearms. His eyes widened as she grinned and delivered a low front kick into his crotch that forced him to stumble back several feet. She frowned when he failed to drop in agony. He must have seen the question in her expression, because he gave her a condescending grin. "Angels and demons are ill-equipped, to borrow a phrase, unless they choose otherwise. And in battle, who would?" She fell back as Angel appeared beside him, and they attacked together. "Okay, they're both fast, and body blows won't work. It's time to start breaking stuff." She backpedaled, blocked with the minimum required effort to conserve her energy, and waited for an opening. The duo fought as if they had battled together forever. They stayed out of one another's way and used opposing attack vectors that challenged her ability to defend against them. For all she knew, they did have eons of battle time as a unit. Diana had explained how ancient magic users had transferred the spirits of great warriors, willing or unwilling, into objects of power. This pair certainly seemed to have been chosen for their martial prowess. Her distracted thoughts cost her as Demon delivered a punch into her shoulder hard enough to spin her around to the right. She planted her left foot and levered a sidekick at his chest, which he blocked with ease. Before he could retaliate, she drew her leg back and thrust it out again to smash his shin with her heel as he raised his limb to avoid her intended crippling blow to his knee. He cursed, hopped away, and limped in a circle to walk off the pain from the kick. If I'm lucky, I fractured something. But somehow, luck doesn't seem likely. Angel abandoned finesse and rushed into a furious tackle that took them both to the ground. The woman was heavier than she appeared, and the elbow she drove into Cara's sternum robbed her of breath. She raised her left hand for a punch, and the agent used the instant of freedom to drive a knuckle into the base of her foe's throat in a single, sharp strike. Her adversary gagged and curled to the side as involuntary panic at the fear of suffocation did its job. I guess I'm lucky they need to breathe. She rolled out of the way before Demon's foot stamped where her skull had been a moment before. He assisted his twin sister to her feet, and they faced her again. This time the haughty looks were replaced with at least minimal grudging respect. Cara nodded. "Are we done here?" The woman shook her head. "We are not. This is merely a pause for you to regain your strength." She straightened and clasped her hands before her. "In life, my brother and I were considered great fighters among the Light Elves. Most of our battles, of course, were like this. Training, playing. We mastered all the available weapons with ease, and our success and abilities afforded us the opportunity for a more advanced instructional regimen." Without a notable interruption, Demon continued. "We chose daggers, for we judged ourselves the nimblest, the most agile, and the fastest. As such, we would study the weapons that would best make use of those skills." He gestured, and a pair of long blades appeared in their hands. Angel shone with pure light, untainted by the red haze that suffused.